I have always been a big fan of stalkers. That's one of the weirdest things to be a fan of. Why in the world would you be a fan of them? Well, because they know how to make a lot of money, which is one thing we grind for. How could these stalkers make a lot of money? They deal with the stock market. I think we are talking about two different kinds of stalkers, but the one in the next video is the kind we are all familiar with, the creep, those who sneak on you from behind, from outside, hiding in the corners of your surroundings, lingering in the darkness watching over you. I feel like I'm describing myself at this point. We have a lady in the next video who barely shows up, but she is there, don't worry about her. Her name is Ashley. Ashley Williams. Is that who we are hinting at? No, just Ashley. Plain Ashley. She has been stuck for quite a while now in this situation. And how couldn't anyone help her out all this time? Isn't there some police officer to watch over traffic? Traffic? I meant she has been stuck in the situation of the paranormal activity in her house, not stuck in traffic. But what about the stalking situation? I will get to that later. As for the paranormal, imagine yourself doing the laundry while your husband, or so we don't confuse anyone, imagine you're doing the laundry and your partner is watching TV. He finally decides to leave the couch after a decade, and the door right beside him celebrates this moment by opening. How astonishingly terrifying. Or when these cabinets wave in and out. When the chairs cherish. What does that even mean? Like moving on their own in my notebook. Once at night, Ashley and her husband were watching TV, and yes, legend says he never leaves that room. They heard heavy thuds, which freaked them out, but don't worry, Ashley will take care of it later, because I don't think Mark cares. Even when conducting rituals to seek the spirits in the house, Ashley is the one to take on that mission, and she doesn't seem to be afraid of these ghosts, even when they drop her stuff right in front of her. Regarding the stalking situation, in one of the clips, you can see a dark figure peeking from behind the glass door before vanishing.
Jennifer, we'll see what we can come up with as far as maybe a plan or a time.
What?
See if we can't come visit you.
Alright, that's great. It's good to talk with you.
Can you say bye-bye?
Magic, not marriage, that connects them. They won't be moving in.
Well, now that is disappointing.
I guess I can't expect you to go running down to the court to get me like crime oil and Virginia Slims.
True crime oil. Whoa. Her blanket. I was sitting like somewhere over here. Like, a little longer, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Obviously, the figure didn't simply vanish, he just walked off the scene and went left. But I don't think this has to do with humans. It's more like a haunted house with an extra stalker on the side. I know you don't care about fashion, and neither do I. It's a waste of money and just a way to show off. I know that some broke people would stay in debt just for the sake of looking fancier. How disgusting. Now forget about everything I said just there and tell me, have you heard about the extremely advanced shoe? Is that a new invention some brand dropped like the one mentioned in the title on screen? Nope, these brands are so inside the box to think that far and drop something as inventive technologically and as terrifying naturally. How creepy is it actually? Well, it depends on how you look at it and from which perspective you view it. Let's see how we landed on these shoes first. As we all know, investigators often tend to find stuff we could never imagine seeing in Disney movies. When exploring these abandoned, random places, all sorts of unpredictable activities occur, such as, well, I won't list them here, especially since you're familiar with them, but as Jack was walking his way into the unknown in this anonymous building, guess where he found himself? Right in front of a pair of shoes dancing on their own in a creepy scene. The noise they were making led him in that direction.
谁啊？ 来，有能耐你过来来。来吧，说，
From a closer angle, I can't see anything attached to these shoes. No strings, no wires, no life, no hope. But it's a bit strange to encounter such weird activity. Gabriel is on a mission today to investigate a house he previously visited, and that visit didn't go so well, so he decided to return to the property once again to solve what he found to be an issue at the first visit. So what kind of situation did he face on that first visit? Did the owners treat him poorly? Didn't they have any kind of hospitality to greet the man with? Was the tea too cold and light tasting? Or maybe they didn't have biscuits to provide with the drinks, so he didn't feel like they were being nice to him. Maybe they talked to him harshly. Maybe you should shut it down and let me continue. The visit wasn't to sit with the owners, as the original owners had already passed away a long time ago. The elderly couple who previously lived there had health issues, including Alzheimer's and cataract, and the husband passed away at an advanced age. While their children took over, they rarely checked on the property. It's almost abandoned. Oh, I see now. You mean Gabriel is an investigator, not just an ordinary dude, and the situation he faced on his first attempt at exploration was nothing less than paranormal. Isn't that true? So you finally figured it out, that we are obviously going to talk about something scary related. Gabriel opened the door to this property, only for hell to break loose right away and the devil to show off his fangs. How terrifyingly described. So what happened? Did a dark, scary, translucent figure grab him by the neck and lift him up like a puppet? Are you drunk, dude? We are living in the real world. I was over-exaggerating. He just felt like someone was watching over him, right beside his shoulder, and there was a knife stabbed into the cabinet. Things got more terrifying as the entrance door was moving on its own, and it was clearly not caused by any air force. The painting fell off the wall, the curtain was moved, and Gabriel is still feeling surrounded. The chair moved, the blanket was pulled, and Gabriel still felt surrounded. He lit up a candle, they turned it off over and over, and Gabriel still felt surrounded. But in the end, he finally picked who was accompanying him on camera, a tall shadow figure standing in the corner. At least Gabriel can rest in peace.
É. Assim. Minha nossa. Licença. Você é louco. Você é louco, pau. Nossa, mano. Você é louco. Cara do céu. Opa. Pessoal. Cara, isso aqui foi a pior coisa que aconteceu quando eu entrei aqui. O sentimento que eu tô tendo aqui não é legal não, pessoal. Opa. Minha nossa, mano, olha isso, pessoal. Cara, dá uma olhada nisso, cara. Eu não sei se a câmera... Cara, se deu certo... Olha isso, ó. Cara, eu juro que essa porta mexeu também, cara. Opa. Escuta. Vocês estão vendo isso, pessoal? Cara, eu não tô acreditando, mano. É isso, pessoal. Opa, eu tô escutando alguma coisa pra cá, pessoal. Ai, minha nossa, cê é louco, mano. Nossa, mano! Cara, vocês viram isso, velho? Cê é louco, mano! Minha nossa, mano! Cara, cê é louco, pessoal! Cara, olha isso, mano! O negócio caiu aqui! Ai, minha nossa, cara, cê é louco, velho! É muito difícil, é raro ver, entendeu? Cê é louco, mano! Nossa, mano, olha isso, velho! Cara, cê é louco, mano! Minha nossa, mano! Ah, não, velho! Opa. Cara, nossa, olha isso, pessoal, a porta de novo, ó. Pessoal, tem que ficar esperto com isso aqui também, cara. Porque quando isso aqui voou pra cima de mim, eu não posso vacilar aqui, não. Isso que ainda não fiz muita coisa aqui, entendeu? Nós já chegamos entrando, tá? Nossa, mano, olha isso, pessoal. Cara, você é louco, mano. Minha nossa, cara. Minha nossa. Cara, você é louco, pessoal. Dá uma olhada nisso, mano. Minha nossa, cara. Cara do céu, mano. Olha isso, cara. O negócio arrepia inteiro que enruga até o couro, mano. Minha nossa, cara. Cara, cê é louco, mano. Minha nossa, pessoal. Olha isso, pessoal. Cara, cê é louco, mano. Minha nossa, cara. Vocês viram isso, pessoal? Cara, vocês viram isso aqui, mano? A hora que eu entrei, pessoal. Cara do céu, cê é louco, mano. Ai, minhas costas, cara. Eu bati aqui no fogão. Ai, minha nossa. Cara, cê é louco, mano. Minha nossa, pessoal. Cara do céu, cara, o lugar é ruim mesmo, pessoal. Opa. Se eles não apagar, quer dizer que não, certo? Vocês ainda permanecem aqui nesse local? Minha nossa, mano, olha isso, pessoal. Cara, cê é louco, mano. Cara, olha isso, pessoal. Ai, minha nossa, mano. Cara do céu, olha isso, pessoal. Pessoal, cê é louco, o negócio tá aproximando, a gente tá tendo esse contato, entendeu? Cara, que sentimento, velho. Opa. Ai, minha nossa, cara, cê é louco, cara. O casal. É o casal que permanece aqui. Minha nossa, mano, olha isso, pessoal. Cara, minha nossa, mano, olha isso, pessoal. Cara, cê é louco, mano. Cara do céu, olha isso, pessoal. Cara, minha nossa, mano. Não. Nossa, mano, olha isso, cara. Cê é louco, pessoal, cara. Vocês viram isso, mano? Minha nossa. Nossa, cara, cê é louco. Não. Cara, minha nossa, mano. Cê é louco.
Maybe we can figure out who this figure is. The children were said to rarely visit the house, if they even consider it to be their own property. This could be one of them finally attempting to check on the place. Now, the next video isn't certain to showcase paranormal activity, but it definitely adds to the vibe and surely doesn't miss on the opportunity to prove a house once again to be haunted. So is that another one of those lame excuses you often use when you don't have enough paranormal evidence to show during a video? Nope, I would have admitted if it were the case, but for the time being, and based on the next video, it's mentioned and heavily referred to that there is some interference of outsiders at some point in the video, which mixed up the paranormal activity with the human-normal one. Plus, why are you talking down to me like that? You have been really disrespectful towards me lately. Anyway, we have the crew from the Truth in Paranormal Life YouTube channel. These are two teams. You said there was only one. Yeah, that's their full name, The Truth and the Paranormal. See, you did it again. Chill, dude, and let me finish. These guys are investigating the Whaley family. They are investigating the family itself. You don't say. I meant their house. So you want to know more about this place? Hear me out. The Whaley House, referred to as a mansion, the Whaley House is a prominent attraction in the area. It was built by Thomas Whaley on land where a hanging took place, witnessed by Whaley himself. Now, there is one person named Yankee Jim. He was convicted of attempted theft and hanged on the property before Whaley built the house. Some believe that his spirit still lives there. This Whaley family had Thomas Whaley and his wife, Anna, and their 6 children. Some passed away in tragedy. Long story short, the team of investigators sat their cameras in different corners around the house and conducted some EVP sessions. They caught some sounds, some faint voices, and some knocks mixed up with outsider interference, which could be described as mundane.
Anna, if that's you up there, please turn on that device.
It was as if a surge of energy just went through the house.
Yeah, but this is what I heard. Yeah, that's the song.
The stationary camera's audio is not very good.
If you're happy we'll be leaving soon, can you walk past that light for me to let me know that? Is there someone knocking on the door? Yeah, there's people outside there.
As I told you before, there is nothing too intense here, just some light-weighted activities, but the most important thing is to stay calm and listen again. Matthew Haynes, a name not a lot of you remember, but surely some of you may idolize. What? Like really, dude, what? Yeah, Matthew has returned. Wait, don't tell us you are talking about that Matthew guy. Yes, buddy, I meant that Matthew you're thinking of. Hopefully we are thinking of the same dude. So this man is living in an abandoned house, and I have twice featured him before and even admired his wall watch due to my stupidity and lack of self-respect. But here we are, once again, face to face with the man who has no plan from what it seems. As he was sitting by himself, not doing anything, he grabbed his phone and decided to share his experience with his followers. He was hearing some noises in the other room where he dumped his girl. Sorry, wrong script. That was my friend who dumped his girl. Matthew, on the other hand, was explaining how he dumped a lot of his stuff in that one room since his partner decided to move in, and ever since, the density of the paranormal activity in that room has increased. I feel like I'm talking about chemicals. So Matthew picked up a thud sound. He went to see it but found nothing, not before he heard a heavy voice right up in his ear. Or more like, right inside our ears. It was so loud. His stuff was even dropped or messed up more than it already was. The other night, a similar thing occurred, but this time, the curtain right in front of him was shaking and the door was left open mysteriously. Matthew decided to use sage to expel these spirits and purge the house, but in the process, he picked up a heavy voice once again and the light was swinging. One last clip where he was filming himself in front of the mirror before a hand, God knows how it appeared, almost touched his shoulder.
I'm kind of using the next room as a dumping ground. I've put a lot of things in there. And now I'm getting a lot of noises and things from that room, which makes me think a lot of you were right, that maybe spirits can attach themselves to certain objects. I'll show you a room. What I need to do is start leaving my hall lights on because I don't like walking out here. Bear with me 2 seconds. Okay, I'm fine. Yeah. So I've been dumping everything in here, and I've started getting a lot of noises from in here. So if there is a spirit attached to an object, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to know which object. Right, I definitely heard something. I don't like being in that room. Nope. Sorry, I don't usually hear things at all. I listen back to the videos. God, my heart's literally racing. Well, there's no way on earth that were in my imagination. Right. Oh God, that scared me to death. That's just a draw. 100% heard something then. Right. Oh, no way on earth that were like that before. I give in. Hi everyone, I'm just recording because I'm getting the same thing again. I keep getting weird noises. Exactly like that. Yeah. Right. I don't want these curtains open. Keep getting weird noises coming over from. Right, that curtain's 100% moving. You know what? Like everyone keeps telling me, I can't be scared of these things. See, nothing there. Can't be scared of things, shouldn't be scared of these things, but the issue is I'm absolutely petrified. That door's open. That door was not open. No way on earth that door was open when I sat down. How am I supposed to not be scared of that? No, I'm going to bed. Okay. Probably should have picked a bad light. This doesn't help with my paranoia.
He's not gonna like this.
Right, so I suppose they need to light it until it's lit. And then blow it out so it's just smoking. I mean, just make sure that it's lit. Yep. Right, I'll grab. Right. Oh, actually, one thing that I've just remembered, most people told me to recite the Lord's Prayer. So, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Who gives today our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. For thine is the power, the kingdom, the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Sorry if I mutilated that. I'm kind of nervous. I'm just going from corner to corner because that's what you're supposed to do with sage, to cleanse each corner of your room. Not sure if that door was open before I came in, but it doesn't matter. Right. This is one of the rooms that I'm really paranoid about because I've been getting a lot of noises coming from this room. I've got sage. If there's anyone in here, then I'm protected. So there's nothing you can do. For fuck's sake. What? No. I'm just filming because I keep hearing something coming from out here and it's doing my head in. What the f was that? So much stuck my shoulder. So much. What? Which object? Which object? Which object?
Sage art is actually a thing in Naruto, if you have ever watched the show. But regardless, these voices were a bit too high in our ears, in my opinion, as if they were blowing off the microphone. I'm not discrediting the man by any means, but in the end, we all have our opinions on stuff, and since we are on that topic, what's your opinion on subscribing and giving the next video on screen a shot?